Hey folks, this is Vlad from Realtor Gear. Welcome back to the channel. We are out in the mountains, well, headed to the mountains. We're out in the woods. Gonna start a little hike today. It's just me and the dogs. We are heading up to Chimney Rock in Idaho. So, you know, I've been here for years and years, but I've never hiked to that mountain. I've always hiked to the lakes around the area. So today, decided to head up there. It's like a 10-mile round trip with about 3,500 feet of gain. So it should be a fun hike, a good workout. We'll see how it goes. Come along with us. Hope you enjoy the hike and enjoy the views and have a good time. So let's get going. About half mile in. The road, well, the trail has basically been just an old Forest Service road so far. Super flat, super easy. And we have come upon the delicious huckleberries of the Idaho mountains. Look at these bushes. They're just heavy laden. Look at this bush. It's absolutely just weighed down. That's wild. No one's out here picking these. You know I will. And the dogs too. So I'm about to ransack this bush. Look at that thing. Delicious. Callahan is actually an expert huckleberry picker. He picks them right off the plant. He loves them. He's like, Yeah, right here, look. Right here. He finds them and he just pulls off just the berries. It's so funny. You gonna try it too, Denali? Yummy berries, huh? About 0.8 miles in. There's another bridge. Crosses a little stream. Although I think it's just low at this time of year, it being the beginning of August. But very pretty. So far the trail has been flat and very fast. So maybe after this point it goes up, I don't know. We gotta gain all that elevation at some point. But yeah, so far so good. Berries have been absolutely gargantuan and delicious. And trail has been easy. Good temp today too. So it's 72 degrees. So couldn't really ask for a better time to go out here. So good. Loving it so far. Oh, we're about 1.5 miles in. Finally starting to break a sweat because it's starting to increase in the incline here. But still, quite a decent trail. Just straight up. No technical aspects, just simple grade. So yeah, I've been going at it for 30 minutes or 1.5 miles in, so not horrible. But from here on out, it gets steeper. So another 3.5 miles uphill, but I'm here for it. It's great. Dogs are here for it. They're out there way up ahead, wasting all their energy. So soon enough, they're gonna be walking behind me, begging to go back. Is that right, Denali? I know it. But yeah, so far so good. So folks, update. At this point we are 2 miles in, about 40 minutes, and even though I'm panting, it's like I've been going fast because the trail has been pretty mild so far, which at this point is starting to scare me because we still have all the elevation to gain, and we've gained probably maybe a couple hundred feet at this point. So the further I go along, that the trail is so relatively flat, the more afraid I become for my life, because that means less distance to gain all that elevation, which means way steeper. Right, dog? I don't know. I think so. Makes sense to me. But yeah, it'd be fun either way. But I'm like, wow, it's gonna get steep here soon. And the longer it doesn't get steep, the steeper it will be eventually. So either way, it'll be awesome. But just those have been my thoughts for the last mile as I've been hiking up this trail. So thought I'd fill you in on that. But we will continue hiking. 2.3 miles in, there's a nice little solid stream. So if you're hiking this, you can plan on getting some water here. Looks like it's probably not a seasonal one, being that it is August, and it's still flowing pretty well. So a good spot about halfway up to stop and get some water, take a break. Nice shady area here. Lots of huckleberries all around. Yeah, nice clean water to get some water. Dip your toes in if you're so inclined. Yeah, nice little babbling brook. A few little cascades here and there. Gorgeous. Little pool up here under the tree. Look at that. That looks picturesque. Until your dog walks through it and ruins it. But yeah. So far, so good. At this point, we've gained about 500 feet of elevation gain. So, you know, it's not nothing, but not a horrible trail. Yeah, he's getting cooled off. You feeling pretty warm, girl? Yeah. It is some nice water for sure, I'll tell you that. I might have to wash my face in this. I'm getting kind of sweaty. So we cooled off quite nicely in the stream. Following which, the trail does get a little bit steeper, but still not too bad. And you're starting to get some nice views over there. Some nice mountains, some rock faces, and of course, all-time favorite, huckleberries. Yum. All different varieties. 3 different kinds so far. All delicious. Nothing beats a little trail snack like that. But yeah, the little views out to the left are quite nice. Makes you feel like you're kind of up in the mountains more than the first part of the trail. It kind of resembles just kind of like a forest walk with some streams and whatnot. But yeah, now we're getting more into it. Great day, loving it. So far, I've only seen one person who was mountain biking down with the dog, and that's it. Not too bad. Love hikes like this that are not super busy. So if you're watching this, don't come here. just kidding. Fireweed galore. Oh, and the views of the mountains right through the trees. So beautiful. Nice little viewpoint from here, actually. Wow. Yeah, look at those mountains up there. Still some snow up there. In the distance, you can hear a stream. So I think we're gonna come up another stream here in a little bit. That's pretty cool, you know. I wasn't expecting this much water along this trail, considering, you know, it's not a lake trail. Usually with the lake trail, you expect the water because you're hiking up somewhere along the outlet stream. Oh my goodness, look at these. Anyways, yes, you expect more water because there's a stream coming from the lake, but with just a mountain hike, you don't quite expect that as much. But wow, here still quite a few streams, like 3 or 4 considerable sized streams so far. So pretty cool. You don't need to pack a ton of water with you if you don't need to, or if you don't want to, I guess. A big boulder. Some alpine firs. Another big boulder. Gorgeous. This is a cool hike. Loving it so far. A little bear dig, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, amazing. Finally found the steep trail. Look at that. Not super steep, but definitely not Forest Service road. So it's kind of fun. A lot of rocks, a lot of loose rocks. Stream running nearby is nice as well. Looking more alpine too. Beautiful. But yeah, you gotta pick your way through the rocks and you're good to go. Oh, look at that. There's the stream. You can just see it through the trees. There it is. Dog's gonna go find it. Amazing. This is so good. Loving it. Cal, you doing okay, bud? Old man. Oh, you need some water, bud. Yeah, what are we? How far are we in? About 3 miles, I think. It's not too bad. Folks, the berries this year are just crazy in the mountains. I mean, let me know in the comments if you've ever seen so many berries that are just so huge. I mean, a lot of these are like the same size as like a blueberry you get from the store, you know? I mean, look at these things. They're like gigantic. They're not just like the little guys you pick. I mean, they're considerable. These aren't even the biggest ones. But, I mean, all the years I've been hiking, which is not, you know, an exorbitant amount of years, but say 10 years, I've never seen this many and so big and just everywhere. So let me know if this is just like me being too crazy about the berries or if they really are just great this year. Because I think they're just extra good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. All right, 3.5 miles in-ish. Getting above the trees a little bit. Kind of on a granite slab here for a little bit, so follow the cairns up. But yeah, it gets more difficult here for sure. So finally found the steep section that I was talking about earlier. But it's still great. It's a great hike, especially out here. Like, perfect weather, no one out here, occasional breeze, and the surrounding views too. Like, look at that. So good. All around. Beautiful. So, delightful. Cannot complain. All right, let's keep going. All right, first view of Chimney Rock as you walk up the granite slabs. Look at that thing. Just absolutely towering above the landscape. So cool. Well, this is nice. From now, you can just see where you're going. So if you get lost, just head towards the giant chimney in the mountains. So love that. That's so cool. Once we crest this ridge, we'll see what awaits us beyond, if it goes down and up or just up. But yeah, it's so cool. So break time, 4.2 miles in. There's Chimney Rock behind us, taunting us. We've been going up this granite slabs kind of on and off for a while. So a few spots was a little tricky to find the trail, but if you kind of take your time and stop, look for cairns, then you'll be just fine. You can also kind of track it on like all trails or something. That's what I've been doing, and checking in on the way to go every once in a while. But you can kind of see where they're at, so you know, just kind of go along there. So I don't know exactly where the end of the trail, you know, takes you, but I assume somewhere close to the rock, because we're already pretty close, 5.2 miles in it, or sorry, 4.2 miles, and it was around 5 total. So, you know, there's still a ways to go. So we'll see where it gets us and how far we get today. But still, the hike up has been so cool to see the rock kind of peeking in and out of the trees and behind the mountains. So really nice. Bit of clouds overhead, thunder on and off, so might get some rain, but We got a rain jacket in there, so we'll be okay. Dog's having a good time. Yeah, Denali? You like the hike so far? Good time, huh? There's Callahan roaming around, having a good life. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of a snack, some water, and we'll keep going. Past the kind of granite slabs, the terrain definitely shifts into steep, kind of different stuff going on. So yeah, looks a lot different. Come on, let's go. Come on. But yeah, it's fun getting close to the peak for sure. As you can see, getting quite close. You can see kind of the whole trail from here to the actual rock. But yeah, look at that thing. Just huge, monolithic, gargantuan. That's pretty cool. Hoping we can get at least up to like the bottom of it there, which I think we can. I think the climb it to the top, I believe it's like a simple rock climbing thing, but definitely not like a hike. So yeah, so we'll see where we get though. Super cool. Beautiful. Such a unique feature. Just a huge, just skyscraper, you know, and a natural skyscraper in the mountains. So cool. And beautiful around here as well, like all the terrain, all the rocks and everything, and all the little trees. Alpine firs are my favorite trees of all time. Just the way that they're just so rugged and so dark and have withstood so much, you know, bad weather and snow and wind and stuff. So super cool. But yeah, we're gonna get there, getting close. This last section of the trail is definitely more tricky in terms of route finding. A lot of these kind of boulder hopping through kind of patches of trees and bushes, but kind of have to, like I said, slow down and look around to see where you're going. Otherwise, you can kind of get off track pretty quick. So, but always look for that. You'll be good. So, not horrible. Well, folks, there it is. Probably the best view we'll get from beneath here. Look at the panoramic view. So good. We started way down in the valley there. Down there. Here we are now, 5 miles in. Almost, I mean, we're gonna hike over there to the bottom of the mountain. But from there, you won't see the mountain or the Chimney Rock quite as well. So I think this is like the really cool view of it. So that thing is massive, so cool. But we'll keep you updated either way. So this is the last little traverse section here. We're right underneath the Chimney Rock right here. But little trail kind of runs through here. Right along the edge of it with lots of beautiful alpine flowers and a view down to the valley. So look at all the Indian paintbrush. Gorgeous. So I think we can say we made it. Short of, you know, rock climbing it, I think so. So absolutely cool. So from here, probably just take a little break and head back down. Here's the view on the backside. A lot of really cool peaks all around, all over. Look at that. But this is about as far as we go. I think from here on, it gets pretty technical. More like sketchy scrambling and rock climbing. Especially since, yeah, this is what we've got going on from here on out. So, I think we're about done. We're gonna head on back down and have an enjoyable hike out. I think we're gonna pick some huckleberries because there are some huge ones on the way over there. So, hopefully we can get some to bring back to the wife and daughter. So, that'd be fun. But yeah, we did it. Absolutely gorgeous. This is such a cool hike. Definitely would do it again. Lots of cool things, especially since about halfway in, you can start seeing the Chimney Rock already, and having cool views and something to look forward to. So even though there's no lake or, big body of water, it's still super cool and a good challenge for sure. Even for the four-legged guys. Those poor guys got some resting to do. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, you tired? I know. You did good. All right, let's go back. Well, in just a few minutes, we descended down from there along the little traverse and through the boulder field, and we're headed back down all of the granites, slabs and windy trails. So it doesn't take long to undo all that hard work, but man, it was worth it. About a mile down, we catch the last glimpse of Chimney Rock there. At least the last good look on it. Because once you get past this little granite slab here, you go down. You won't see it quite as much anymore. Maybe one more time from the crest of that ridge there. But yeah, after about here, you no longer get the constant views of Chimney Rock. So enjoy your last look and continue down. Oh, Doggo's taking a break. 6 hard miles so far, huh? Poor things. It's okay. On the way down, we got a little more steep section, but after that, we got about 2.5-ish miles of decently mellow hike with tons of huckleberries that we're gonna stop here and there and pick. So I think we'll be okay, and plenty of water too. Because the last few miles here, there's no water, no streams or anything. So at least not at this time of year. So got stuff to look forward to on the way down. Dog's finally found some water. Callahan's really cooling off in there. He's got his hind end right in the water. She's standing in it, cooling off her paws. But the good thing is from here on out, there'll be more streams. And I got my Nalgene on the ready for berries, so we'll be stopping pretty often. So from here on out, it should be a, more or less of a relaxed hike. We got about, let's see, where are we at? We are, focus. 6.7 miles in, which leaves us 3.3-ish left. So a bit of a, kind of steep section down, and then they're out in about the 2.5 or so miles that are more or less flat. But look at these foxes. They got transformed. Black feet and everything. Unrecognizable dogs. So, been picking berries on the way down, filling up the Nalgene. Look at the size of these things. They are huge. Hard to see on video, but I mean, they are truly giant. Like store-bought blueberry size. Dogs are chilling. And they're just everywhere. Just all over. Delicious. Can't stop. I think I'm done. I look, to the right and there's more. So, been filling up the Nalgene. We're about almost halfway. That's crazy. Deliciousness. Look at that. Cannot wait. So good. You could pick out here for days, but I can't, unfortunately. Once I fill this up, I'm done. And then gotta head home. All right, just about filled up our Nalgene. Ooh, now I got more work to do. But look at this branch, just huge berries. That's gonna fill this thing up all the way for sure. And from there on out, everything is hand to mouth. And we got a prize to take home. Man, so good. So easy. Probably took me like 20 minutes to pick that. I mean, in the grand scheme of things is like, yeah, it's a while, but when you're picking huckleberries, I feel like it's not too bad. So definitely happy with that. So that was wild. They're just they're huge and they're everywhere. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this off and get going. Dogs are very tired and they got very sore paws. So they're going very slowly. Poor guys. Mostly Callian, he's getting older. He's about 6 or 7. But he's a trooper. 8 miles in, buddy, you're doing great. He goes, I gotta take it easy, I'm an old man. But from here on out, the good thing is it's all pretty easy. It's kind of that like old Forest Service road, so shouldn't be too bad. Kind of a easy walk out for him, so lots of water breaks and stuff, so, and we're in no rush, so it'll be great. We got our prize, which is the full Nalgene of huckleberries. So just got to make it back to the car. That's it. Well, all right, folks, that about does it. We're almost done with our adventure. Got just about a mile or so to walk out on this old Forest Service road, which is nice, but nothing too exciting. So I think we'll end the video here. Thank you so much for coming with us on this adventure and seeing all the sights and picking berries with us and seeing all the cool things out there. So appreciate it. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions you have down below as well. And any recommendations or suggestions for future videos or reviews or anything like that. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Get out there and enjoy nature and praise God for all the amazing things that we have at our disposal. So good seeing you guys. See you next time. For now, that's it.